So this project's going to be a serving tray, like a dessert serving tray, with these napkins. That is a take off of Debbie Cole. So this is in addition to her table decor set. If you haven't watched her YouTube on that, you should go check that out. And I'm going to pick up this design here. So it's the white background, pink stripes, and red hearts. But we're going to do it in reverse. So we're going to turn this over, make sure this is clear of anything we don't need on here. And I'm going to give it a coat of that dishwasher safe decoupage, get all the water out. I'm not going to go over the center, I'm just going to go around the edge. I'm not going to paint the center. We'll let that dry for a second, and I'm going to take out some, this is Cad Red, it's Americana paint, but I'm going to mix it with some Deco Art paint adhesion medium, 1:1, and I'm going to put little red hearts around our rim. If you have paint enamel or enamel paint, you can use that. Now you can use the brush end, or you can use this end. Let's do them with this end. And that works like this. You dip it in here, you put one dot down, you dip it again, you put a second dot touching it right next to it, and then you pull them together. So let's try that on here. I'm going to do it so all the points are leaning towards the center. So I'm going to dip one dot, dip another dot right next to it, and pull it together. Dip a dot, and pull them together. So you're going to make them not all in a row, but go up and down. Put this aside, and because the paint is thick where we put the hearts, it's going to take a little while to dry, so put it aside for a little while. In the meantime, if you have your contact paper, this is a mirror that I bought again from the dollar store, and it is roughly 5 inches in diameter. And I'm going to put that on my contact paper. It is roughly the same diameter as the plate. So I'm going to cut that out. And on the bottom of the plate, I'm going to place this contact paper. Now it's a little bit wider than, so if you want to trim off the excess, you can. You just want to seal that edge. Now I want to take out, I'm using bubblegum pink. I took out a pink that matched the napkin. Mixing that with the paint adhesion medium. And I'm going to take a liner brush and pick up some of that paint. And I'm going to start to do lines. Now they're not evenly spaced, they're not evenly, you know, the thickness. So you do you. And I'm going to just pick a point and I'm going to start to draw this line. I'm going to go back over where I start to fade away. Now what really would help here is if you have a cake turntable, just start to, and if you have a noticeable change, just bring it back wherever you ended. You can go back over. And you're going to go right over your red hearts. Start another line. And because of the painted heated medium, it might take 2 coats. This one's going underneath the overhang a little bit. It's okay. The part you don't want the paint on is got the contact paper on it. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. I mixed some Snow White acrylic paint with the paint adhesion medium, and I put 1 coat on and then let it dry. Now I'm going to put a second coat on. It'll take probably about 3 coats. If you don't want your brush strokes to show on the second application, go in the opposite direction of you did the first application. Okay, my third coat of white is dry. I'm going to remove my contact paper, and I see that I got some over the edge. If it's still wet, I can remove it, and if it isn't, I would try some rubbing alcohol. I'm going to cover this with 3 coats of the dishwasher safe decoupage. Make sure you get to the edges and everything is covered. Now that this is dry, I want to put some E6000 and then I'm going to take this mirror and center it over the plate. Let that dry. Now that this is dry, take your E6000 and put it around the rim. We're going to center it in the mirror. Press down and let that set up.